Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where in the last episode just got this beauty of a setup up and running, making us 2k red science per minute. In between episodes I just removed one of these as we were producing too many gear wheels, and we didn't need the belt weaving either, as this only requires 44 iron per minute or per second, and this supports 45. So things are running smoothly. If you look in the science tab, as you can see, we have a nice steady 2k science per minute. So in today's episode, I very much want to get our green science or our logistics science up and running. So if you think that's a good idea, do remember to leave a like on the video, and if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. So let's just run over here. We can also see that our nuclear fuel is starting to flow in everywhere. Very, very nice. So I let my robots do a bit of the hard lifting over here, because I kind of want to build it in this grid. I think that would be very, very good. And then we'll see if we can't design something that'll be somewhat decent. So how's it going with you guys? If we look at our logistics science, iron and copper, the two main reasons, or resources even. If we look at these, iron and green circuits. Of course, I'll take in green circuits instead of making them locally. I'll make them decentralized like we have at the moment. So, or centralized even, I think that's called. So let's get the things in we need. In theory, electronic circuits and iron, and then we should be good to go, because this one requires iron as well. Let's just see if we can't figure out some good blueprint for this. Let's go through all of our things here. Or like double unloading, please. So you'll unload one thing, and you'll unload something else. There we are. So one of these will be green circuits, the other one will be iron. So as we did with our red science, let's try to figure out how many we actually need to get all the science. And since this is kind of set up we want to need, I can pretty much just copy this over. As what we do know is that we'll need to have two different items flowing in. Could in theory do some belt weaving, one for each of them. Hopefully that'll be enough. And then something up here with the crafting, where we have maybe what's it called, belt weaving of the items in to craft what we need. But for now, let's just steal. I want to steal this, to be honest. Yeah, let's just take this for now and add it in over here. Can we figure out, wait, let's take a bit more. I want to get it incorrect. So let's take you. Because then we can have the exact same setup over here as a blueprint going forward. So you can go there. Then we'll see how it looks. If we need more room at the top or at the bottom. Or we maybe even have to make some of it over here and then shift it back into this setup. So I'll just let the robots construct this, and then I'll be back in just a minute. So the robots just got done building this, and let's change them all into to green science. One thing we already know just from looking at it is that the crafting speed of red is quicker than the crafting speed of green. That means we will need about 20% more or something like that to hit the max. So first, let's just try and change you, all of you, to logistics science to see what kind of numbers we can pull. So by taking this from up here, we are now producing per minute 1.6. So as you can see, 77 per machine. So if you get about 4 more around that, we should be quite good. Can we fit in 4 more just down here at the bottom? That is what I'm trying to figure out. Will this leave us enough room for all the rest of it? And by that I mean the loading and unloading. Let's just get you. And let's see. If we place you here, will that give us enough space? You can be called green science loading. Let's just rechange you to that so we don't have any mix up in what we're trying to do. There we are. And you'll be green science instead. There we are. So can we fit in 4 more? That is a big no. What if we change it at the top instead then? Let's take all of you out. Let's take you up this way. Let's get rid of some of this belt weaving here. We'll place it in afterwards. Let's try to get, whoops, you done. And let's get you removed. I think that'll be fine. Let's take 4 more and see how things look. That's 5. I just want 4. Do you line up? That seems correct. So let's try you. We'll need 1 more of you up top here, there, and there. And a bit of power. Just stop the blinking. So now we have all of this made. Should we just help it out a bit? Yeah, you can place all the other things by yourself. Yeah. And what kind of numbers are we pulling now then? That is exactly 2K. That's pretty good. Input wise we will need 55. Ooh. That we can't get in on 1 belt, so that we might have to look at. Oh, wait, it's per minute, per second. We need absolutely nothing. We do need to do belt weaving though. As you can see, this would go above 45. So you need to do a mix of red and blue belts. Luckily, if you look here, these two, we already have a mix of red and blue belts. So all we need to do is get, what's it called, the belts on one of them, and we need to get inserts on the other one. So to do that, we might just make a small one over here that actually can fit those in. Let's see, you'll go there. And let's see what kind of numbers this pull. Let's just do this, that'll make it easier to do. That's all filled in, that is fine. And let's change you into inserters instead. Let's see, if we do 2 with maximum speed on it. What kind of numbers are you pulling? I guess it's 25, so we'll need a few more for the inserters if we are to keep up with it. At least that is what it looks like. Per minute, that doesn't matter. 2 machines, 25. We will need a bit more. Otherwise we will run into the issue that we don't have enough throughput. Wonder if we can just throw in some more speed into these, because right now it is running quite fast, but not fast enough. Ooh, we also need the gear wheels. So let's just see how we do this. Let's get all of you. Ooh, Let's get all of you away. There we are. Take you away. Might want to have gear wheels in between. Cause somewhere where we don't run into an issue with the speed. Because right here, it won't line up correctly. What if we move you up 1? Move you up 1. There. And move you up there. Then you still get the correct speed. That means we'll have you going that way. Probably have you going down this way as well. Also with a bit lower speed, it might actually be good. Or getting it on a belt. Let's see. Because you'll get that. But in theory give you more speed if I wanted to. How much do you produce? In a second. I need to get you two in as well. You are producing 32.5. This one required 33.3. So you do need a bit more than this. Might be because that one is there. What if we move you down 1? Would the speed actually be good enough then? Then we have 35. So in this way, we actually can get it to do exactly what we want. Might move it down 1 more and just have a belt in between to grab. If this can produce enough. No, we'll need 2, so just do it 1-to-1. Pretty much. The one machine 15, we're missing 19 more. What if we do the 1-to-1 then? You'll do that and you'll go down here. How would that look in terms of throughput? Still missing 4. What if we do this? Then we're missing 4. We are producing 11 too many of those. We could, in theory. What if we take out? Oh, it doesn't even need to take out 1 speed because that wouldn't be good enough. We'll do that and that. Ooh, close. 22.5. 23. So we need to have the speed in. Or do the even simpler thing. What if we do this? Check you. Producing a small amount more. I'm completely fine with that. Quite surprised it's not any more than that. Since it is so much quicker. It should be able to support twice that. So 12, negative 15. We'll have to trust the numbers. So let's try to do this. We'll just make it 1 more time. So we'll do it times 3. So something like this should be able to output what we need. Then we'll do the belt weaving over here. And then we'll have the output of the inserters over here. Ready to go over and in this way. Let's just get you hooked up correctly. Let's remove these power poles. Well, we can't quite do it like that. We just need them to hit these. Let's see. Double belt weaving. This will be easy enough to do. You'll have 1. 1, 1. Let's get all of you away so we can do it. Then we'll have 1 out over here. Then we'll have, for example, blue jump from here down to the next one. Something like that. You'll go in. You'll go in. And you'll have to grab the iron. How much iron are you needing? Let's just get you powered so we can check it. This is all theory crafting at the moment, which I hope you enjoy, because I think it's quite fun to do. Let's see, you require only 17 per machine. Ooh, that's a lot of iron, but we do have a surplus, so it might not be that bad. So if we get iron in at the bottom, that's a 17 per machine. Six machines. Yeah, 17 per machine, so we could do blue belt, and a red belt. Okay, this is gonna be some pretty exciting building. We should probably get the output over here as well then, going up, and then we'll have the inputs over here with all the resources we need. Because then in theory we can get 2 blue belts in, and 1 red. I'll get back in just a second when I have thought of a good plan. Okay guys, I have made a small calculation error when looking at the amount of things we needed. So if we look at this one, that was so stupid of me. I was looking at the 33.3 up here, but in theory we only need 23, almost 24. And if you look at this one, that is producing, what's it called, 25, just with 2 of them. So all of this is unnecessary. We can take pretty much all of that away. Keeping you here just for now. And this should be enough to power it all, or supply it all. Look here, 23 out, 25 in. This one is still getting enough gear wheels to support both of them, a bit of a surplus of these two. So that makes it a lot easier to do. We also just only require 69 in the machines. So that's actually not too bad. So if we do 2 of these, look at this one, that requires 12 per second. This one requires 22. That means if we do blue belts for these 2 and a red belt for these 2, we should be good in terms of the throughput. Then we just need to get the output out afterwards. So let's see if we can't do that. Quite simply, let's do it like this. Again, trying to do the belt weave as best as I can, hopefully not messing up too many things. And we did say that these was the blue belt. Yes, exactly. So let's jump you from here to there. Don't know how many we need to bring them in, but let's do this for now, all 3 of them. Then on this one, we'll have another iron line. And for that one, we'll just jump here to there, giving in the iron we need for that one. We'll see if we need that much. We will just build it for now. And you can go from... Let's take you here instead, as that makes room for more things. Because we do need 1 more input here. And if we're lucky, are we that lucky? Then we can have it here on the side instead. If we remove this one, then we should be able to have all the inputs over here. Okay, let's try this. This is a bit of a chance. Because what I'm thinking of doing is the green circuits for this one can come in on a blue belt, for example, right here. Well, it can jump from, for example, here to there. Then go in this way. What if we do that in terms of getting in the green circuits? Up here, the green circuits will be grabbed. Maybe something like this. We can move you up a bit. Make a bit more room. Because I do like making it compact. That also makes it a bit more complicated. Maybe we can do it to here. So we need to move you down 1. Or just split you somewhere else. Maybe like this. Will be fine. So we'll split you to go that way. And to go down this way. Giving us 2 in. You'll grab green circuits. Green circuits. Right here. You'll grab iron. The gear was come from somewhere else. You'll grab the iron. You'll grab the iron. Let's do 2 just to make it look good. You'll grab iron from here. At least for now. You'll grab iron from... We have 1 right there. We can make it 2. By just getting... And food jump you like that. And guess that now. Okay, this is turning into a bit of spaghetti mess. Let's get the items in so we can actually see it work and hopefully not be too big of a deal. So you will be our... We probably need a few belts in. Let's get the iron from up here as that requires 2. So you'll be our iron input. Iron plate, less than 8k. Iron plate unloading. I haven't changed the name yet because I forgot. You can just deliver it up here. And you'll be on green circuits. Less than 8k. Green circuit unloading. Good, so now we have the items flowing in. Double iron, green circuits right here. You'll go up this way and jump. This doesn't require any, so that's fine. Might flip all of these, but we'll see what makes the easiest. You can just jump to... We'll jump from here to here and... Green circuit in. You couldn't go back any further, right? You couldn't. So in theory, we can just get the green circuits in. There should give us enough room for what we need. We'll go down that way. Oh, it's going to be so exciting to see if this actually works. Well, in theory, can't we just do... What if I take you and add you here? So we can add 1 there. There. That should power everything. Then we'll have an output belt going this way. With you, and you'll merge up together with the belts we'll make in just a minute. But let's try and get this hooked up correctly. What a spaghetti mess. Oh well. This is gonna be cool anyway. There we are. That'll get iron in on these 2. You'll grab iron. That one. You'll grab iron from this one. And that one. Then you'll start to produce these as soon as we have green circuit as well, which is down here. So let's try and see if we can't get this to work. Moment of truth, as we've done so many times before. Let's see how badly this goes. Look at that. We have those producing. So at least that is correct. Now I just need to get them on the same belt. I kind of want to take them down here and in, as it might get a bit too cramped at the top. So down in might be easier. But let's see what kind of room we can have here. We might also just merge two together, as we will need one of these. So that is one part of this done. If you look here, they only require 23 of each. It doesn't really matter which one is on the red and blue belts. So what would be the easiest to do? If you get you up here, red, you can go to there. You go correctly. Then we can take you up that way. Is that what we want to do? I think it'll look cool. So you go and in. If you go here, over there and in, then the other one has to go. We'll get you on the red belt, because that actually makes it a lot easier to control. So if you jump from here to there. Let's try this, and let's see how badly I'm gonna mess this up. You'll go to here. That means you will go that way. Then we can have a second one going this way. Going in here with the belts. Let's get it here. It looks a bit better. So, inserters going in. They're going to grab all of them. They're going to produce. This one is going to craft over here. They are completely filled. Onto this one. Both sides of the belt, as that is needed. We'll see if we need more inserters in just a second. So let's just grab you two again. Or right here. And on this one, I would very much like to make belts. Belts is a bit easier to make. Gear wheels and such. So let's hook up the same setup as right there, just in terms of the spacing. There we are. You will make our belts, and of course you still can't have productivity in it. Power to test, and let's see how fast you are. You produce 25 with just one of these machines. That is pretty good. Is that enough for what we need? Let's just do a quick chest test. What if we do that? Belts. That looks like that is actually enough for what we need. We have a surplus with just one of these. So that should be fast enough. And this had a surplus as well. Yes. So this should work. Could we add it below here? No, then we'll have to do belt weaving. I'll rather just do it like this. Because it won't save us that many doing it down this way. It might maybe save us 2. But let's try this for now, as I want to completely build this by myself. That is always fun. You acquire 34. So that means just one blue belt going down this way. I'll just kind of do it over here. Oh, that's way too much. Taking, let's say, 2 in. 2 in. And you'll output to 1 belt over here. And the thing is, we'll have to do this correctly now. So we have to do it like that. So output. So we get it on both sides of the belt. And let's try and drag you in. Oh, it actually lines up. It's almost like I've planned this. But I haven't. Let's see, let's do you. That's producing a ton of belts. Those belts just need to go in over here. Merge together with these. That will get on each side of the belt. Let's do this as it looks a bit prettier. So it is a bit more expensive, but I don't mind that small thing for making it look very, very good. So I think it's about time that we fire this up. Let's see, you to there, you to there. You are taking out everything. That is flowing down this way. Then we just need to get you up here and in right there. So, moment of truth. Will this do what I hope it will? And produce a ton of science. Might have to split it a bit in case we don't have room for them to output. So you are outputting fast enough, so we just need to get you into this one. There we are. Holy moly, we have green science being made. And let's see if it actually leaves enough room for what we need to do. Because there is more above than there is below, so as long as these can output, we should be golden. And things are going to the end. All of them are working. Let's see when things are not backed up anymore. Oh, look at that. Let's do a quick test like this. So we're producing per minute 2000. We have a net surplus of gears, we have a net surplus of belts, we have a net surplus of inserters. Almost nothing per machine, but that should mean that this should produce exactly 2k science per minute. In this nice little setup, we can actually take you away, you're not needed. And in theory we can move you down here to save a bit on power poles. What if we do that and that? Yeah. Can I skip you as well? Oh, look at that. That is good. So I think this is pretty decent. Let's just check our production. Because now our red is completely... Oh, it's still moving a bit. But look at that. 2k science per minute of red and green. In a pretty simple setup, if I must say so myself. Getting all the things in. And just a nice green flow. If you want to expand this in the future, we can in theory just copy paste mirror it over here. And then we'll be good to go. So do comment what you think about this. I know we did a bit of miscalculations along the way, but we figured it out and got a very, very nice build going. So yeah, do leave a like if you like this. If you want the blueprints, as always, jump on Discord. I'll be more than happy to share it. And with that, I've been Dgray, and I will see you in the next episode, guys. Bye.